Welcome to the Hope Streams podcast. I'm Crystal Wade, your host, and I am joined today with our special guest, CJ Wade. CJ Wade, welcome.
Hello. It's good to be here.
Glad you are here, and I appreciate you joining me for this series on Endgame. And today, our episode is about why there is such a narrow and small pool to choose from in regards to video game development and choice. And it is a look at the political cycle of why that is. So, CJ Wade, tell us more.
All right. Seeing as this is a Christian podcast, most of the people who are listening are Christians. And most Christians are typically right-leaning. In standard American Christianity, a high work ethic is praised and expected. We received this from the Puritans that came over to the New World on the Mayflower, and this is different around the globe. We briefly touched on this in a previous podcast in this series. Video games and entertainment in general are viewed as a waste of time from this worldview, seeing that the gaming industry is bringing in more revenue than the film industry, and that right-leaning people in this country are not necessarily encouraged to contribute to the financial state of the game industry. Who, may I ask, is the principal consumer group raising their bottom line?
Good question.
Left-leaning individuals is the answer. As a refresher, the left-leaning party in this country are often referred to as progressives. The ground floor view of the term being that they are more open to new ideas. If only that was all. In addition, most left-leaning people are non-Christians and don't practice non-American Christianity. The expectation of the Puritans' hard work ethic do not apply. More so in past decades, less so in the modern day. So there's less of a stigma of entertainment being a waste of time. Let me clarify. I am not saying that left-leaning or non-Christian people don't have any work ethic or propensity to waste time, only that the calculus is different.
Right.
So if right-leaning people, by and large, aren't letting their children, no matter the age, play video games or pursue a career in the game industry, who is? Left-leaning individuals. It's not a secret that most artists hold left-leaning ideals. Making a game is as much an artistic endeavor as it is computer science. However, you don't see the code for a game or program as it's running. But you do see the art. The lack of Christians in this space has created a void. Any void is rushed to be filled, usually by that which is not good. Think of the Old West. Before the establishment of the law, there was a lot of lawlessness.
That's a good point, CJ. And it was when the settlers, the families, traveled in as pioneers to the West that they were demanding that justice be set up in those areas, justice and rightness for families, for cities. And that is when it shifted out of the lawless part into a society forming with some measure of justice and rightness. And it was because of the family occupation. And so I definitely see your point on the fact that we have such a small pool and narrow choices because of content that's outside of Father's parameters is because of the void in that space because of the Christian response. And that actually happened in television too. And Mr. Rogers was cutting edge to take Christianity, his Christian worldview into the newly formed space that was television to reach children. And there have been some daring pioneers. So it goes back to the pioneer families in a space, be that physical or technological, that fill the void where that was created by a side that leaned not towards the Father, and brought it to center. So anyways, that is definitely food for thought as we explore the complexities in this topic of families, and what is our end game as parents, and getting our sons and daughters safely through from their childhood to adulthood with a foundation in Christ, training and instructing them in the way of the Lord intentionally and not accidentally in ways that they should not go. And it gives us food for thought. So I appreciate you being here with us today, and I invite everybody to continue with us in this journey, because there are some very, very good points ahead that I don't want you to miss. And it is our hope and prayer for this series that it does bring hope and transformation to you and your family.